Rat facts: the HMS Renown. The Royal Navy was one of the most powerful navies of its day in 1914, but they knew that would not remain the status if they didn't stay on the cutting edge of naval development. The Revenge-class battleships were some of the most powerful ships of their day, but age was starting to creep up on them, so in December 1914 the Royal Navy would order an upgraded version be laid down, and by January 1915 construction would start on the HMS Renown. But July 28, 1914 would completely redefine the ship's fate. This is when Austria-Hungary would declare war on Serbia, and a complex web of treaties, alliances, and politics would plunge the world into World War I. The ship's construction would have to be suspended as wartime priorities would have to be made, and the Navy didn't believe she would be ready in time to fight in the war. This would be until Admiral Lord Fisher became the first Sea Lord and proposed a new fate for the ship. He would have the construction restart, but this time to turn the Renown and her sister ship the Repulse into battle cruisers. With approval from the Navy, construction would quickly restart, and when they were launched in 1916, these ships would become the fastest capital ships upon completion. This speed would not be enough to catch it up to the end of the war, however, as the Renown would never fire a shot in anger, and would watch the war end alongside the Repulse in November 1918. However, in June 1919, the Renown would receive its next major assignment and be refitted. These refits would see much of its armaments removed and many accommodations added. These accommodations included a large deckhouse being built, a squash court being added, and even a movie theater being built for its new role as royal yacht for Edward, Prince of Wales. It wouldn't be until June 1922 that she'd be converted back into a military ship. The Renown would spend its next few years in and out of port running patrols and being refitted, until August 28, 1939 when she would be recommissioned to take part in World War II. Having missed her opportunity to fight in World War I, the Renown would make her presence known in World War II. She would help hunt down the Admiral Graf Spee, take part in the Norwegian campaign, and hunt down the Bismarck in 1941. She would see action from the Arctic, the coast of North Africa, and Indonesia. Not to mention she served as the primary transport for Winston Churchill and his staff to attend various Allied conferences. In spite of her amazing service in the war, she couldn't escape obsolescence like she did in World War II. Time was wearing her down. Refits couldn't keep up with technology, and the world was moving past the age of the battlecruiser. After 34 years of service, she would be sold for scrap in 1948. The Renown would be the very last British battlecruiser to be scrapped, marking the end of a legacy. In War Thunder, the HMS Renown is a 7.0 British battlecruiser. While her speed is fantastic like it was in real life, this is not something that can be taken advantage of in War Thunder outside of enduring conflict matches. Her firepower is good, but she can't go toe-to-toe with many other large ships as her lack of armor makes her an easy target. In matches, you should stay back and engage larger ships at a range while prioritizing fighting against cruisers and destroyers. They will be easy targets for your guns and they will have trouble outrunning you.